Welcome back to Blacksheep Barbell Podcast. Today we have Duncan Hundley on the show. He's a powerlifter, but he also dabbles into some strongman, and he's even ran a half marathon. So,
yeah,
everything.
It's going to be super cool talking to Duncan. A lot of his content we see on Instagram, he's just displaying, have fun with training, get hype, get locked in, get in the zone, but ultimately have fun with it.
Yep.
Right. Express your passion and just enjoy what you're doing. A lot of his videos, we've seen the squat video over at Sornick Summer Strong. He's doing the ultimate warrior. He's taking chalk, rubbing it right under his eyes, just having fun, having a good time. So I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah, and he's worked closely with Bill Gillespie, which we had on the show a couple episodes ago.
For program Adventuary.
Yep. So, yeah, super close with him and with Serenix and everything. So it's going to be a great conversation.
Definitely.
Yeah. Welcome to the show, Duncan.
That's a cool setup y'all got.
Appreciate you, man. We haven't changed too much. We do plan on getting some new flags and stuff, kind of updating it, but since we started, it's been pretty much the same, but it works, gets the job done,
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. You got some double barrel ammonia?
Yeah. Hey, so funny thing about these, they're completely dead because they've been sitting in here in the cold. It gets kind of cold in here, but I've been telling Ethan we got to get some new ones. But yeah, ever since I started training, man, I love this brand, other products.
Yeah, man, dude. I think with being like a college strength in football, especially on the sideline for kickoff, you got to have ammonia. So I mean, there's not many ammonias I haven't had.
Yeah.
And I think the best one I've had is the Atomic Rhino off Amazon.
Okay.
It's like a gel, and it is so insane, dude. It is insane. Feels like you're having a freaking seizure.
Atomic Rhino?
Yeah, it's called Atomic Rhino, and it's like a gel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like the little gelatin thing.
I've never heard of that. We when these were working, at the end we would take a little whiff of the smelling salts to end off each episode.
This is like a traditional ending.
I like it. Why not?
I see Atomic Rhino. I see it. I've tried it before. I don't think I've tried the gel. I had the one where it was the capsules in the bottle.
Yeah, no, the gel one. I think it's called Redline.
Okay, Red Cap.
Yeah, I think it's Atomic Rhino Redline.
Gonna have to get some of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. It's pretty solid, dude.
How long have you been a coach?
The moment I got to Liberty, I was a coach. So in 2017. So.
Oh, okay.
What's that, man? I mean, 8 years.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. The moment I got to but I mean, like, it's been volunteering, interning, student assistant and graduate assistant, and now assistant. So it's literally just been climbing.
That's good.
I've had a ton of good mentors. Coach Bill's one of them. I mean,
yeah, you told me he's like a father figure to you. How long have you been working with Bill?
2017.
So since 2017. Okay.
Yeah. When I went to Liberty, I didn't know why I was going there. I knew I was going there. I wanted more of a faith-based atmosphere. I was fired up about that. And everything was like leading me, like right signs and everything. And it's like, this is cool, but there's not really anything big standing out besides just, this is kind of how my heart's leading me. And then I went to a powerlifting meet in the middle of nowhere, Tennessee. It's called like Gainesboro, Tennessee. I think that's what it's called. Really small. And it was an IPA meet. And I went, I remember I wanted to squat 800 pounds. And I went there. And then I look, when I get there, like I said, there's the middle of nowhere, dude. Mm-hmm. They just have a KFC. And because I freaking blew up that toilet in that KFC. But Coach Bill was there and the whole Liberty strength staff. I was like, what? In the middle of nowhere. So it was just crazy, man, the connections. So I just said, hey, I'm going to Liberty. This is awesome. And he was just like, what? And I squatted 800 that day. And Coach Bill was all about, his staff. He had the dream staff. Like, he hired dudes that lifted and basically were his training partners. And they were smart guys. All of them were super smart. They just happened to be strong. So he saw me there and was like, dude, you should start interning when you get to Liberty. So it was like, well, now I know why I'm going to Liberty. So, yeah, man, it was awesome. Yeah, Bill's been just incredible for me. So now it's kind of cool to flip the switch from being like that young, just volunteer he had, and I can tell plenty of stories of Coach Bill just hazing. And then went from that to, really lifting for him. with Raw and equipped. And then now it's just cool to, when I see him and sit down and just talk about life, talk about his grandkids and stuff like that. So, yeah, man. Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah, he was incredible to talk to as well. Just his passion for lifting and everything, and he just seems like such a cool dude. Like just us talking to him for an hour and a half.
Super humble guy, man. He had some good things to say about you, and he knows how to keep a conversation rolling.
Yeah, Coach Bill's the man, dude. Man, I could say talk about him for a long time, man. He's taught me so much.
What do you think about, obviously with Benchuary, brand new, seeing him up there talking about the workouts and stuff?
Yeah, dude. So the Benchuary is I guess he's cool with me doing this. It's called the heavy duty routine. I don't know if he said that in the podcast.
I'm not sure.
It's called the heavy duty routine. What it's regularly, like how you regularly do it, and that's what he taught us when we were at Liberty, how to program that, and it's the greatest bench program I've ever done. So I hope that sore neck, like Coach Bill, like they learn how to use that as a system, because that's what it is. It's not a 12-week program, like it's a system. Like you could do that system for weeks, and then like you might get to where you're just tapped out at a max and you're trained to max, and then the way Coach Bill, there's like a heavy duty 2.0 that he does. Like right now it's like 3s and 6s, 2s and 5s, 1s and 4s. Well, then there's also a 4s and 8s one, and a 3s and 7s one, and a 2s and 6s one, and there's ways he's done so. Yeah, dude, I love it. It's the greatest bench program you could do. Like if you stick to it, and it's not sexy at all. Like it's super simple. It's like tricep ladder and pull ups. But if you do that, and I always add it in more stuff, right? I always add it in side races and all. I just it's fun. I like the bodybuilding training. And I we can talk about that later. I hate differentiating bodybuilding or power building. Like it's just like lifting weight.
Yeah.
But that bench program works, dude. I love it. I'm glad Soren. I was supposed to do a crazy video for him. I don't know if have you guys seen the Squattober video?
Yeah, I was telling Ethan about it earlier, man. The one where you're shirtless and you got the bandana on, you pull the guy out of the car.
Yeah. So I was supposed to do one for Coach Bill, but we ended up, and I was at Clemson for 3 years with their football program. We ended up playing the ACC championship that weekend, the day it was supposed to happen and all that. So it sucks because I had a full script. I have a full script wrote out. I had everything, but maybe next year. My girlfriend wants me to do it. She's like, you should still make the video. But it's bad. Do it next year. They'll get some heat behind it.
Yeah.
Here when we hit it again. I know it's a good one.
You said it was going to be like a Valentine's Day thing or something too.
Yeah, it was going to be a Valentine's Day theme.
Yeah. They posted. They said something about like a vote to see like what the Benchuary mascot should be, and I was like, just make it like a jacked Cupid or something.
Yeah,
yeah,
that'd be awesome. Yeah, dude, that's freaking really smart. Yeah,
jacked Cupid or something.
Benching Cupid, man.
Yeah.
The October is obviously Squattober is obviously a pumpkin. The December is a Yeti. Freaking right, dude. A Jack Cupid. That sounds awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Or maybe like one with like a belly too, kind of.
Yeah. Or something. Yeah.
Just got that power belly going on.
Yeah. I love Benchuary though. Me and Devin's been doing it every day, and it's awesome. I love benching. I bench a lot anyway, so it's right up my alley. Devin makes fun of me for it because I might bench too much.
That's all he does, man.
That's all right.
It's
How
all
do you
right,
like
but
the tricep ladder?
it's good. I like it. And triceps are just so important for bench anyway, because, it's like if you get stuck, you want to train your triceps, that helps you go. Like if you get stuck halfway and everything. So, yeah, I just love it. I think it's a super good program.
I like the simplicity behind it too. It's not, you got basic movements, but they work. And you're just getting that progression with them. It's easy. I think it's easy to follow for people, but you got to have a little bit of knowledge knowing that that's how strength works. Because I know I see some of the comments and they're like, oh, we're doing pull-ups again and, tricep push-up, but it's like it works. You just got to keep progressing and stick with it.
Yeah, man. Like it's that tricep ladder is my favorite thing to do for triceps, and you have to do it right. Like it's hard. Like you almost need somebody there. Like your wrist has to stay straight the whole time. Like there can't be like any type of skin fold in the wrist. Like it needs to be straight on the bar. The thumb let me see. The thumb shouldn't be wrapped around. It should be suicide grip. When you go down your wrist, let me see, it should be like this, and it should feel like you're like wrapping your elbow around the bar at the bottom. Like, dude, it is a nasty, nasty movement that, Coach Bill does, Josh Bryant, I've seen do it. I mean, people have done it a long time, but Coach Bill's the one that it is a staple. So when I was an intern, Bill, like, dude, it was like the like the like Jesus West Side, like nobody was like cussing or doing drugs or anything. But it was like, dude, it was freaking. And Coach Bill, like, I mean, he wouldn't call me here. They like, dude, when you bench, it'd all be talking crap, oh, your rep didn't count, do it again. So 3s and 6s would be like, I'd be doing like sets at 9 or something, because he'd be like, well, pause wasn't long enough. So, but, first time I benched 405 was there, and I didn't even realize it was 405 so quick. So it's like, it works. But the tricep ladder thing, he uses that as like a main mover. So we'd bench and then go to tricep ladder, and he would get a giant like thick band, like the one that like Donnie Thompson will say like hang upside down with, or just the giant thick bands like that.
Yeah.
And he would wrap it around like his lats and under his arms, and then he'd get there to do the tricep ladder, and then he'd have me like zerchering it inside the rack, and then he'd have another intern around me, like around my belly, and then another intern around my belly. So it'd be like me, other, like on top of each other like this, dang near human centipeding it. And the band, he'd be going against the band doing sets of 5. Jeez. And it was insane. I remember one time, and then he did other stuff too, and I think he's keeping it simple because Coach Bill is a master strength coach, man. Like he's technique is big to him, so it should be to every strength coach, right? So but man, we do other stuff. We do like incline max. We do weighted dips. So like I remember it was like we're gonna work up to a 3-rep max on weighted dips, and I remember, dude, I think I got like 3.5 plates or 4 plates, something like that. He destroyed us, but he did like 5 plates. But dude, I remember like Coach Bill, like people talking about, oh, it's pull-ups again or this again. Like it would be always like down that line of work, like same exercises, but the intensity changed so much and progressed so much. I remember going home after doing like those dips, and dips is simple. Some people are like dips, like, but it's like, no, like I was so like debilitated. My traps were so sore I was so sore through my whole upper back and traps that I was getting like vertigo because I was like,
oh man,
simplicity works, dude.
Yeah. We see, I've seen a lot of your hype, at Summer Strong. Man, that's awesome. I saw your video when you were squatting. You had the chalk on your face, getting in the zone.
Yeah, dude, Ultimate Warrior style, baby. I'll be sitting there. I'll be talking. I'll be going like, feel it. Like, Warrior, the wrestler, he would be like, let me feel my ancestors talking to me. Let me feel the spirit side. And, like I just go into a whole other headspace, man. And yeah, and that environment is incredible. Man, it's like nothing else, dude. Like I squatted last year and I was like, my hip was tweaked. My hip was pretty messed up. And it's not like torn. I just have really bad muscle imbalances because I tore my ACL like 2019 and I just didn't rehab it really well. And I just came back quick. So it's kind of like bit me, but so I wasn't supposed to squat at Summer Strong this year. I was just going to be like, hey, another spectator. And, people are talking crap. Aaron Osmith is talking crap and talk like in a good way. Like Aaron Double A's my dude. But just dudes are talking. I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's roll. I freaking put so much icy hot on, like ibuprofen. I was ready to go. And, yeah, dude, that was an awesome day. I squatted 850 right there. And then I was like, I'm done. The other dude squatted like 855. I was like, whatever, man. Like I was like, I wasn't there to do that. I was there to have fun. It's kind of like, dude, I was just there to have fun. And then Coach Bill, all of a sudden, dude, this is Coach Bill. Coach Bill freaking comes up to me and goes, you want to be a legend? Like he says, like, I'm like, yeah, sure. Yeah. Like, yeah, I want to be. I'm hurting right now. Like I am hurting. And he's like, put 900 on the bar.
Oh God.
Oh no. And that's the first time I've been scared. Because I wasn't scared of oh, I'll miss. I didn't scared, but of something might blow off. Mm-hmm. So yeah, dude, I just rubbed more icy hot on it. And I forgot what song I put on. I think it's called like 1942 or something like that. I forgot who sings it. It's a really freaking good song. It's got like something from that's a movie. I'll veer off if I keep thinking about that. Good song. Yeah, and I just tried to lose my mind. I remember I took it out and it felt good. I was like, okay, like let's go. And I was a lot lighter. I was like 265 from when I squatted the first 850 at Summer Strong 3 years ago. I was like 295. So I was like, let's go. But I went down and dude, it just felt like my like TFL, like glute med area was just gonna explode. So and I pushed. Oh yeah, I wasn't gonna give up, but I pushed. But yeah, dude, the Summer Strong's awesome. I get jazzed up, dude. I've been competing in powerlifting since I've been 15. And just mom would drive me to the meets. I had my permit, I think, at 15, but mom would drive me to the meets in Tennessee, and I've still got the meet T-shirts, man. The SPF, Southern Powerlifting Federation. So I grew up in different powerlifting, bro. I grew up in like it's a powerlifting. I wish you know what? It's good. The powerlifting of today's days is good. You know, it's good, man. It's a lot of good community. You know, it's definitely a lot safer. People getting in it, right? But the ones I got in it, man, it was like dudes, man. Like I remember showing up and the guys lifting, like be like one guy over there every workout. This dude's name, I'm not gonna say his name. He would drink a 2-liter of Diet Mountain Dew every single training session. He ended up having a check, but he's alive. But and then like dudes would come in and be like, I'm on a gram of test, and I just I'm getting I'm divorcing my wife or something like this. Or like
sounds like some blue collar living.
Like, dude, they'd still have their work boots on. So like that's why I like listening to like Josh Bryant, guys like that, where like it's like Jailhouse Strong type. Like that's what I grew up around. Harder, like dudes doing like like freaking coke something in the back corner. Like that was more. But I just was a kid. I was a dude that I didn't do any of that. I just showed up because it was fun. And I remember the guys would tease me because I'm natural now. Like I really don't care. Like to clank. Oh, I'm not like I'm not that type of person. But I say it because the guys would tease me and be like, well, Duncan ain't on no drugs, but he's on 500 milligrams of Jesus Christ. So like, but yeah, dude, like it's powerlifting. Yeah, for all that time, like I got to see the good part, man, and it's still there. Oh, dude, but I got to just see like a different part. Like I saw something online. It was like people were like, man, I started competing in powerlifting when you couldn't sign up online. You had to like sign your mail-in thing and mail it in. I remember I was like, dude, I did that. I hold it all. And I'm 26. So it's like, I've been doing it for a while, and I've had to take a little hiatus, not from training. Oh, I'll always train to the day I die. But just my hip, it was just really like, I was like, dude, I want to do this for a long time. I want to compete, and the dummies are like, I'm so tough. I'm going to keep going. It's like, that's great, but take some time and understand why you're hurting. So I'm just doing that. And right now I've done about like 6 weeks back into like solid, good training, and strength's coming back nice. So dude, took some time to kind of away for about 2.5 years, just a little, kept it a little lighter. Then I kind of peaked a little bit, like for that sore neck thing, or Summer Strong last year. Like I started to get strong again, and then I got strong too fast and tweaked it again. I was like, dang, man. So right now, just slow and steady, and feeling pretty good. Body weight's low, like 230 pounds. So yeah, man. Right now, I'm dabbling in strong, man.
Yeah, I seen your video, your Instagram video. You're doing farmers carries.
Yeah, man. So there's a meet here. I'm in West Virginia. By God. There's a meet here in West Virginia in April that I'm thinking about doing. But then this guy texted me and he's like, hey, there's one in Maryland that's pretty cool. Like everything's like Easter themed, like it's like Easter egg pickups.
Oh wow,
that looks cool. And like
that's cool.
That looks cool. So yeah, dude, I'm just trying to find one, man. Like you'll figure out. Like I just like to compete. Like I ran a half marathon not too long ago just to hop in. Just to hop in and do something.
Yeah.
Wow. I train for it. Like I train so yeah, my thing's competing. But yeah, I totally veered off with you, man, and I will veer off. Like that's me.
Hey, man, that's perfectly fine. Keep it rolling.
Yeah. Bill, you talk about talking. Like, dude, we went to I've had so many things with Coach Bill of like one time we went to go eat after training at Golden Corral, and we got there for the end of breakfast and about like 10 o'clock, and we stayed through lunch and dinner. We sat talking. Me, him, and this guy named Adam Mamola, and this guy named Rich. These two, and we sat there talking training. All just got done with the heavy bench session, and yeah, dude, Coach Bill. Nobody could eat like Coach Bill in his prime. I mean, he's in his prime now, man, of just who he is as a man. Like in his prime, like thickness. You know, when he was 330 pounds, and you know, he told you all about that shake he drank. Like, he was a freaking man, dude. With things. So yeah, and then I ate with him like a couple weeks ago at a Longhorn Steakhouse, and we were there from like probably 5 hours.
Staff's just like, hey guys, we're closed.
Yeah, like he's always like, yeah, you know, the company's got it, and you know, puts the car down. So he's like, we'll get 2 or 3 appetizers, you know, entree, maybe another entree, and then like always dessert, and you know, and he's the man. So like when I say like talking, I can veer off and talk just like, so which is fun. I mean, that's why it was awesome working with him and the staff. Yes.
Did you get connected with Serenix through him then, through Bill?
Yeah. So, it was like 2022. No, it was 2021. No, it was 2022. 2022 at the CSCCA coaches conference. So it's a big strength coaches conference, whatever. And you know, I'm like a young GA. You know, everybody's going to this conference to listen to speakers and connect. All I was going for, because I knew that Sorenex was putting on a squat thing, I was going to go there and squat. I don't care. I was like, dude, like it sounds terrible. Like now I'm going, like, you know, learning and stuff. But I was just ready to squat. And Coach Bill's like, you know, he always talks like he's like Gandalf or something. He's like, something ordinary today. And I showed up in Sorenex's booth there and squatted 845. And I looked Bert in the eyes. I wish I would have never done this. And I was like, you like that? And then we talked after, and he's like, yeah, you got to come do this at Summer Strong. And I was like, yeah, and got tickets. And that was just it. Just met the boys there. And then there's like a little get-togethers at night, you know, and meet with everybody. And so I met with a bunch of guys at night, I remember, and we were just sitting there, you know, just shooting it and talking. And it was awesome, man. They're a great group of guys. So yeah, Coach Bill got me. He's like invited me out to squat. And he's like, basically, if you do good doing that, you know, like they'll get in. And obviously even if I went there and squatted 135, they're such good guys, man. Like all you gotta do is talk to them. And I mean, Bert's an incredible dude, and Pops. Well, I mean, you know, rest in peace, man. It was an incredible man. And just, have y'all been to the Sorenex headquarters?
Yeah, we've been there. What year was that?
It was 2022.
2022?
Yeah,
dude. It's I mean, that's like my thing, like strength history and stuff like that. Like I love talking old school, like strength. There was a dude on Instagram. His name he deleted it. I don't know why, but it was called like Neckberg or something like that. They used to be on Instagram and put like a bunch of old school stuff out. And like that was my type of thing. Like I love the old black and white pictures, man. I love the Zuber weights, anything like that, dude. So like as a strength historian. It's incredible. It's got all the powerlifting USAs. It's got all the just every I can go around and just name the dudes because like just what I mean. I was younger, and even now I just get obsessed with it. I love strength, and you know I'm a collegiate strength coach. Well now I moved to West Virginia to be closer to my girlfriend. I train up too, so you know a lot of time it gets a bad rap in strength and conditioning to be this meathead powerlifter, but man, like. Dude, like I love it.
It's fun. It's fun. Just
love the history. I love, you know, like this will veer off, but talking about I'm a power builder. I'm a bodybuilder. I'm a power lifter. I'm a strongman. It's just like, dude, like let's just go back and look at like Bill Kazmaier. Like this dude, like he benched, squatted, he deadlifted, and then he would do accessories, and then he, you know, that was it. And then he could win World's Strongest Man. Could honestly, if he changed his diet, probably 6 weeks, could do a bodybuilding show. Could win, you know, powerlifting championships because he just trained. Like it's not any type of now strongman, right? If you're doing stones, like that's where I see her powerlifting, maybe like an SPD day, bodybuilding, maybe like hey, I understand. You know, like I love like Mike Israel stuff, like hey, with how you get something very scientific with like counting sets and stuff. But like at the end of the day, it's just training, and like so that's what I like the old school guys, man. It's just like. You know, the guys, like there's this dude named Pat Casey. He was the first man to bench 600 pounds raw. He'd be like, yeah, dude, Pat Casey would come in and bench and in between sets eat like a meatloaf sandwich. and like freaking dips and, you know, heavy dips and curls and pec flies. And it's just that type of stuff, dude, I love, man. I love, like one day when I have an office, like my whole office is going to be decked out in like black and white pictures of lifters. And when athletes come in or anybody, like they'll see them and I want them to ask questions. So, and Coach Bill's going to be one of them. I already have a great picture of Coach Bill that I'm saving to hang up. But yeah, dude, I love that stuff.
Hell yeah. See, so do we. And, you know, just that, like, I guess you could say that golden era, man, just the black and white, just lifting, just people going in the gym, having a good time, bullshitting, lifting weights.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing beats it. And I love how we were talking about with you getting in the zone. You know, just the chalk on the eyes, you know, everything like that. Like, just you got to get in that zone, you know, and have fun with it. I think that's super important, is having fun with it. Yeah. Just kind of unleashing that, you know, that side of you in the gym.
Yeah, man, that's the best part, dude, is just losing it, man, and getting the crazy eyes. Like, I went and trained with my boy this weekend, Tyler Groff. I went and trained with him and, you know, about to do these farmers. Yeah, I'm like 230 right now. Like, he's known me when I was 300. And he's like, man, it's 345 a hand. He's like, you're going to have to see them crazy eyes, Dunk. I don't know if you've had them in a while. Because he knows I've been tweaked up and you know, for like years. And he knows, like, I've just lost weight. And it was fun to just lose it again. And, you know, like there's this video in a powerlifting motivation YouTube thing. Like, I love those videos, dude. I think it's like Powerlifting the Mentality or something.
Yep.
And one guy, he's like, I want to lose all sense of my brain and just right up. And like, that's it. That's literally it, man. Like, just lose all sense and go freaking primal mode, silverback. And so that was it, dude. Like, this weekend with the farmers carry, like the Solo Next Summer Strong, like, I don't see any of them people that's there. Like, all I see is I like to pick out maybe like one or two people, because like I feel like our power, I feel like our energy or whatever it is, like, I don't want to sound like some hippie or something, but like,
like connecting.
So like, I remember my first big squat there, I looked at my buddy Logan and I could see him looking at me, and I remember I was looking at him and I was like, you want it? And, you know, he's like, yeah. And just like something like that. It was just like awesome. Like in this one, I was looking at my buddy Jeff Boschman, and who was Coach Bill's assistant, and he's like he is a brother to me. And he was there to spot me, and he's like, show him, you know, he's like, show him, and you know, this is it, man. You know, I remember I could feel him. It's like Coach Sweeney's the head coach at Clemson, and he says he always told the guys, you know, 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2. 1 + 1 = 4. So why does he say that? And I know it sounds stupid, but he doesn't say it in public, right? Because people want him. Like, when a Clydesdale horse pulls like a wagon, it's pulling like, you know, I think it's like 2,000 pounds or something, or like 1,000 pounds. We'll just say that. And when two of them pull a wagon, you know, you're thinking, okay, it's going to be 2,000 pounds, but it's actually 4,000. They double. So what they're saying is, when like you're together, like the power, it's just basically it's more than what you would think it is. So like, I know I've dumbed that down, but like when I've got someone with me, when I see somebody, I believe in, like it was Jeff, like it was Logan, like their power's with me, you know. I don't know. I've got to think like that. Like, lifting weights, you got to make it fun, man. You got to make it a freaking out of body experience. And like I said, Ultimate Warrior, I used to love. Like, I love pro wrestling. I don't really watch it much anymore. It's kind of softer now. But I used to love watching that in Ultimate Warrior. I wasn't even alive when he was wrestling, but I love his just whole mantra of the Warriors are with him and stuff like that. And so, but yeah, bro, I get pretty jazzed up when I get to the bar, but I try to save it now. Donnie Thompson, you know, he's the first powerlifter to total 3,000. He told me, he's like, you got to go Clark Kent to Superman. And he said, the moment you get to the bar, Clark Kent's done. It's time to rip off the shirt. And sometimes I would try to be Superman too many times. You know, like 5 minutes before. And that's not what you got to do. So that calming down and then coming back up. So like right now with my training, like I don't get fired up at all. Like I'm locked in. Like I hate like joking around, blah. Like I'm locked in, but like I don't want to pull. Only want to do it when I need it. So that doesn't mean it might still be once a week that I have to do that, right? Get fired up, but you try to not do it all the time because then it just becomes it's not as special, you know.
Yeah, you got to harness it for those big lifts, those special moments where you just let it all out, and it's like you've been holding it in for a while. So it's like when it comes out, you know, you're a totally different person.
Yeah, it's like an atom bomb.
It's that mentality, dude, too. Like, even especially if people around you that are motivating you and like at that time. And I can't even imagine like Summer Strong, all those guys there, like just hyping you up.
The atmosphere.
Yeah, like that atmosphere. It's got to be crazy. Like
that was awesome, dude. And I love to look at people. And like you're in it with me. And I would be like, yeah, you know, like fist bumping them. I don't even know who you are, you know, but yeah, like. And like giving them the crazy eyes, you know, like when you're walking by them, not to scare them, but just to be like, hey, you're in it with me, man. And then they give it back to you, like, you know, men, women, children, whatever, you know, like awesome, dude. So yeah, that is the best environment. I've got a couple favorite lifts ever, and yeah, Sorenex was on there. So Sorenex is on there. That's like probably a top 5.
I'm assuming you're going to be there this year, right?
Dude, I have to check my schedule, but my buddy is getting married in Punta Cana.
Oh.
And I'm like, are you serious?
Come on, man.
I wouldn't go if I wasn't a groomsman.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, he's my boy, man. Like, he's an incredible dude. Like, I went to Iceland with this dude, and we both lifted like the Husafell stone in Iceland. Like, dude, it just like we're like brothers. So that's how a lot of like my friends are, man. Like, I try to keep them close, and you know, it's like, hey, man, he'll be one of my groomsmen one day, and I don't want to go to Punta Cana, but
where is that?
I have no idea, dude.
I don't know. Far.
Idea, bro.
Punta Cana.
Yeah.
Man.
So yeah, dude, I don't know what the exact weekend is, but May's pretty booked, so we'll see. I want to though, man, because it's an incredible thing. The free food, everything, dude. The shirts, lots of stones. There's stones and stuff to lift, like, and I'll do it all.
Yeah, we've been talking to them about it too, and like we really want to go this year, so we're just kind of waiting.
Dude, you'll be there till 2. You'll be there till 1 a.m, man. Like talking to people. It's awesome, man. Like, and you know, it's you know, people go home and early. I'm like, no, man, just sit here and talk. You know, just
hang out.
You know, might not see them again. You know.
Yeah, we're planning on going down this year. We've wanted to go the past couple of years, but just, I mean, same thing with scheduling. And we want to go together. You know, it's like I want to go with him and try to bring some buddies along. It's like just trying to figure out the scheduling. But for sure this year, I think we're going to make our way down there. We were talking about, we're like, all right, do we drive or do we fly? And we're far. I mean, we're up in Michigan, so that's about a 12-hour drive. Flights with costs and everything like that, and everything you've been seeing with flights happening. So we're like, all right, are we flying or are we driving?
Might just freaking drive, man. Just do a gym road trip.
Yeah, that's what I've been telling Ethan. I'm like, hey, get some buddies to go, and it's just gonna be a gym road trip. Like, we're gonna have fun.
Yeah, man. Dude, I've done that before, man. Just split it up in just, you know, the first day, and then stop somewhere and just get one hotel room. Stop at like the cheapest motel you can, and then just all y'all sleep on the ground.
Just on the floor, gym bags by us.
Yeah, dude, just do that, bro. Like, I would drive. That's what I would probably do.
When we've done our little road trips, we've always stopped at like gyms on the way. That's always like something that we always plan to do. Is like, all right, this gym's on the way, this gym. And they're always different, and they're always like a really cool experience. And that's always part of the vacation, you know.
It is, man. It's cool, and people look at you like you're crazy, but stop at a gym. But it's like, yeah, man, it's just something like, you know, when you're bit by the iron bug, you're bit by it, and it's just, you know, it's. You know, people are like, oh, why would you do this to your body and this? And like, you know, and there's levels to it, right? Like, there's the dudes that, you know, that might be on a lot of drugs. And it's like, okay, like, dude, like, that might really hurt. Like, you know, that might hinder your life. Like, that might kill you young. And sometimes it don't, whatever, like, you know. But then that's more the extreme of it. But, like, really, dude, like, getting bit by that is awesome, man. Because it's just, I feel like it gives back in every way. You meet good people. I'm getting to meet guys like you, and you stop by cool gyms and you meet people at the gym.
Yeah.
It's just cool, man. And stopping at those gyms, dude, it's even if it's just like, hey, I'm going to stop and just do arms.
Yeah.
You know, that's usually what I'll do, man, is not plan something wild unless like, unless I really like, but like usually it's just like, hey, like if I'm on this road trip and I'm stopping, in like 2 gyms, like it's like, hey, I'll be back in bicep. The next day it'll be like push,
Right. Yeah.
So
We've always done that, like Ethan was saying. It's just, we go somewhere, and in my mind, I'm like, well, I don't know when I'm going to be back in this state. Yeah, I don't know when I'm going to be able to check this gym out. So hell yeah, I'm going to check this out. And then tomorrow when we wake up, we're going to find another one. We're going to get a workout in, do whatever.
The drive's just better, man. Like everybody can crack an energy drink, put and just talk, and and then hey, pop a podcast on, listen to music, and hey, man, a lot of the time you start you get into some really deep conversations too. You're like, hey, really learning about this person or something.
When we went to Serenix a few years ago, we were just on energy drinks. We were on like not even an hour of sleep, and we actually I used to live in Georgia. We drove from Georgia, so it wasn't as long as a drive, but we were just going, making memories, having energy drinks.
What energy drinks are you cracking down?
Oh man, I've been using Monster recently, but I don't care, man. Whatever I see, I'm like, I'll see a new one. I'm like, I'll try that one. I haven't seen that flavor before.
Yeah, yeah. My girlfriend, she's limited me. She's put me with the whip, but right now if I do sneak one, I really just am stuck on. I like Rise a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I'm trying to do my pre-workout right now. It's just been coffee.
Really?
Yeah. It's just been, I don't drink it in the morning right now. Like I'm driving like 35, 40 minutes to work in the morning. And I got to get there around 5:30. So I wake up like, 4. And that's not like, look at me, I wake up at 4 a.m. thing. Like, no. I just like to get up to like have a slow morning, like read a devotional, like have time to just maybe journal. But so I don't drink coffee in the morning because like I want like my like natural wake up. Like I don't know what you would even call that, but just I want my body to naturally wake up.
Yeah.
And then if I drink coffee at like 12, dude, it's awesome. It's freaking it makes me feel like energized. Mm-hmm. So yeah, dude, I've been on the coffee train though, man. I can't remember the last time I've had an energy drink. It sucks.
Yeah. I mostly just drink coffee too now. I don't really do energy drinks that much. But I've always heard like right after you wake up, it's better to just drink water for like the first hour or two and then drink coffee because you don't crash or something. And
I'm guessing that's exactly right. So, I learned that. I just started doing that, from like when I really needed energy, I'd rather pull it from myself. Like pull it from my loins, and like, then have to get like caffeine because I learned this like when I was on the sideline at Clemson with football, like I'm the hype guy. And, so like they literally gave me the title director of hype. It was awesome.
Director of hype.
So, headbutting people, all kinds of stuff. And, but when I would drink an energy drink before, dude, I would feel terrible by halftime. But when I would just go nothing, maybe you're not like that wild crazy at the beginning, but I was just like at a steady burn the whole time, feeling great all the way through the game. And even after the game, if you wanted to like go out with friends. So I was just like, man, what if I just quit doing that? Like when I really needed the caffeine, like I'm not going to do it because like I'll naturally feel good and I won't crash. So obviously if it's like a workout, like for an hour, but if like something where you drink coffee in the morning and you're like, oh, this will get me 6 hours. Like, no, you're going to crash.
Yeah. What kind of coffee? Are you just black coffee?
Yeah, right
Straight
now.
Black coffee?
No, yeah. Right. I was drinking black coffee and like, she's softened me up. So I'm it's like Duncan extra cream or something there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
what kind of coffee you get, Ethan?
What kind of coffee do you get? What did you put me on? Okay, so we both drink black coffee, and then sometimes I'll just go ahead and go on the other side and drink.
He's a vanilla cold cream, cold brew.
Vanilla cream cold brew, which Devin got me on, so it's him too, not just me.
Back then.
Yeah. What did you send me this morning?
I love cold brew, man.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. What kind of do you have a Keurig or a coffee pot or?
So usually when we go, we just go to Duncan straight up.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go. Go to Dunkin'.
I'll use like black. I don't know if you heard of Black Rifle coffee.
Yeah.
Yep, I'll get Black Rifle coffee. I'll make it at home just in a pot, just black. But if I go out, usually if I'm with Ethan, we'll get like, the vanilla cream cold brew from Dunkin', something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I like Dunkin' Donuts, man. I worked there for a summer. My freshman year of college, I worked there. I was Dunkin' from Dunkin'. Man, I was killing it. I remember I was like fired up, dude. I was like I remember in the drive-thru I would tell people I'm like, have a diggity Dunkin' day. I remember I put 70 pounds on my squat that summer because I gained. Yeah, I put 70 pounds, dude. I went from 700 to 771.
Holy shit.
Oh my gosh, just eating those donut holes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude, for real. The Munchkins, the blueberry ones. And like for lunch, like, dude, I'm stupid. I'm like, dude, you're a freshman in college. I'm not packing my lunch. So I would just eat like for breakfast. I would do like 2 iced coffees, like 2 like big old iced coffees, and then just a ton of donuts. And then for lunch, I would usually like I'd have the little money that I'm getting paid, and I would always go to like either Qdoba or like Firehouse Subs, and or I would run home, and get something from home because I only live like 10 minutes away.
Yeah.
But then there was always 2 breaks, and I would eat the like croissant with I would put 2 eggs, 2 bacon, 2 sausage, all kinds of cheese, be like that thick, and I'd eat 2 of them every break. Yeah, I love stuff like that, bro. Like I said, the crazy powerlifting, like where they're like, yeah, I used to do this type of crazy shake or this type of crazy meal. Like, dude, I love that stuff, bro. Like all the stuff where laying it out where it's like super careful. Like, no, that's dumb. Like, no, I want the cool stuff. So, like I want the blue collar powerlifting, baby. Like, hey, maybe, hey, more memories.
That's like what Bill was telling us. He's like for bench you're no diet, and then here's this shake where you put a bunch of vegetable oil and all this stuff in, which we've yet to try, but we plan to try it. So
try the shake. Yeah, it's good, man. It's like you won't taste all the vegetable oil. First time he told me about it, dude, we were in the gym, and he's like gaining weight really fast, and he's benching humongous weights. Like Coach Bill could bench like 600 raw, so like he was incredible. And so doing that program, like and just gaining weight, hey, so even when you're losing weight, it still works. So I've gotten stronger on it when losing weight. But anyways, yeah, so he's like, yeah, I'm getting really strong right now. I've got this secret Russian shake. That's what he called it.
Yeah.
I was like, what? He's like, I'll tell you about it after this. So we finished about to do tricep ladder. And we would do tricep ladder and row delts. And we'd bench for like 4 hours, dude. And it takes forever. And so I skipped so many classes. I failed math my freshman year of college because I would skip it so many times at bench with Coach Bill.
That's a perfect line right there.
That's great.
It's a clip.
That's gonna be a podcast clip right there.
So the shake, we finished benching. He goes, all right, come out to my truck. I'm like, okay. I'm thinking he's going to show me something. And he sat in his truck, closed the door halfway, and he told me to step in the door. And then he goes, I don't want anybody to hear.
Super confidential.
To the shake. And I was like, are you joking? And he goes, yeah, the vegetable oil, a raw egg can't be digested naturally. Like, he's like, people that just drink them, they're not actually getting it. You have to do the oil. The oil's what digests it. And he goes, the extra protein helps in the milk and the synthesis of everything, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, okay. And I just started drinking them. But, dude, he would drink one before training and after training. And, like, literally, dude, it was like the dude that drinks the Mountain Dews really fast. I forgot what his name is. But he would just go, and then put it back. And then after, and I think he did them at nighttime, too. And then we go out and eat. We go to either Golden Corral, Country Cooking. Dude, where else do we go? Oh my gosh. Hibachi Grill Buffet. Holy
man. Yeah.
I got to hang out with him, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So, all buffets. So, I miss it, man. One day I'll have a staff and it'll be like that. So, like right now I'm just, I'm eating good, feeling solid. So, but I want to stay at like 230, to compete in like the 105 kilo division. Mm-hmm. So, but no, I'm definitely that was so awesome being with him. And yeah, that shake's wild, dude. You got to get on it.
We got to try it.
Yeah, we got to.
Maybe we'll do it this weekend.
Yeah, maybe we'll do it. Yeah.
We will.
Yeah,
we will.
We'll do it. And I'll probably send a video to Bill or something of us drinking that shake.
Yeah, send a video to him, dude. He'll love that. He will freak that.
Now it's out there though. His secret shake, it's out there.
There ain't no secret about it. I don't know.
Walmart. You got to get the ingredients from Walmart.
That's what he said. That's what he said. He said Walmart. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, just interning with him, dude. I remember, and it's just stuff like that with him, man. Like everything is extraordinary with him, which is incredible. Like when I was an intern, I remember the football players. They were, a little lazy that day. He goes, gentlemen, like coaches want me to really push you. And I keep thinking of the saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. Well, gentlemen, I've led you to the water, right? Man, some of you guys don't want to drink it. Well, I will drown you. And he's like, I will stick you in the water until you can't get in. It's just going. So, like Coach Bill, dude, it was like a WrestleMania entrance every single session. So let's say the workout started at 6:30, like 6:30 a.m. So like me, I think I was like the one of two of the interns at the time. He never had many. It was kind of a rite of passage to get in there, and I was just lucky because I was kind of in the lifting crew. They let me come. He would wait till like 6:29 every single day, and right at 6:29, bust out of his office because he was like meditating, getting his mind right, and would fire the team every single day. Awesome. And like it wasn't like where it's like, all right, everybody get up. Like it was like, your butthole got tight when he came out that office. And awesome, man. Like, man, he would let me like run through 2x4s to get the guys fired up. He would do strongman events. So like our offensive line would do like stones and stuff. It was just fun. It was just a lot of fun with him. And then like training with the staff, dude, we would wait for Coach Bill to leave, and then we would like max out on something. Like I think we maxed out on curl one time, and we would max like, hey, F it, teams power cleaning tomorrow. We're gonna max power clean tonight at 9:00 at night. So it was just awesome, dude. It was an incredible environment that he had.
Seems like he's got that drill sergeant persona, firing everybody up.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he was a drill sergeant. That's for sure. Yeah, you couldn't pass him. Ooh. You could not pass him. One time I was late to a workout, and I didn't think he noticed. I was just concerned. I think I showed up probably like 6:50. And so, and I was like, what? I don't think he noticed, but I'm going to be a man here, and I'm going to go and tell him I was late. I said, Coach, I'm going to let you know I was late to the workout today. It won't happen today. And he goes, oh, really? He goes, yeah, I didn't even notice you were here. I didn't even notice you're ever here. That's how unimportant you are to this program. Oh my gosh! And I was like,
excuse me.
Yeah, like he could destroy you with his words, but he never cursed. I've never heard him cuss. No cursing, which is worse. I'd rather get cussed out than have what he would say, because it was just it was a kick straight to the nuts.
It's like that father element. He's like, I'm very disappointed in you.
Yeah. So that was him.
It's crazy though, like obviously doing his podcast and then now kind of getting, the other side, learning about him from the other end.
Yeah, man. I feel like I've just sat here and talked about Bill, but yeah, I could talk about him all the time. When we're together, we all we do is talk about those old stories, man, a lot. I was really, really fortunate to be, I guess, his last intern. Got to see the old cowboy right off. Mm-hmm. So it was awesome.
Yeah, he sounds awesome. He sounds just awesome to work with, though. I mean, even when he was telling us, because we were just talking about benching and how much volume or how many days we were benching and stuff. He was like, I benched like 40 days in a row, two to three times a day. I was like, did you ever get injured? He's like, no. I was like, how?
No, dude, benching 3 times a week is what I always believe in now. Like press frequency and that, like how it goes is the routine is like you rotate like 3s and 6s day 1, 5x5 day 2, and then day 3 it's gonna be 2s and 5s, and then the cycle again goes into the next week, and then day 1 you're on 1s and 3s, and then day 2 5x5. So basically, if you bench Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday and Friday are either going to be 3s and 6s, 2s and 5s, 1s and 4s. And day 2 is always the 5x5 day. So like he, dude, I mean, yeah, like bench frequency really helped. And like I've traveled with him to like Texas for like the baddest bencher competition. You have to bench 1,000 to go. And we went and like, dude, he would like get bored and do like tricep extensions on the countertop, and like he just. I remember walking outside one time, just like I forgot if we were eating or something, or maybe he came to a meet. I forgot what it was, but he was doing like tricep extensions on like the end of his truck bed.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, nobody. You ain't gonna out train him.
So with your program you're doing right now, are you still kind of benching a lot, doing squats and deads and stuff like that?
Oh yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, man. I'll never get away from the meat and potatoes. Even when I was hurt, I wasn't really like squatting as much. I was doing more good mornings, which I think is why strength's coming back quicker. But it was really just like learning like movement pattern and stuff, like honestly, this whole like year. But yeah, right now, man, it's like day 1 is a big bench day, with a lot of back. There's a lot of, you know, upper stuff. So like I said, I love accessory work. So Coach Bill would always tell me I do too much, but I love it. Tuesdays, squat and deadlift. Both, and I do both of the main on that day. So my heavy squat and heavy deadlift on the same day. Just like it. And then the other day is secondary upper, which I've been doing an overhead press because my overhead press has just gotten really weak because I kind of neglected it. So in this first block, it's just 1 day of benching, which just kind of goes against everything I just said. But it's just, it's what I'm doing right now. It's because it's kind of like building. And then the last day is a secondary squat day, which is a light front squat. It'll be like 6 triples or something. So that's just what I'm doing right now. So I try just many different methods of training like that I've learned from guys I've trained with before and programs I've done. But that's kind of what I'm doing right now. But I'm training a lot right now, dude. I've got those 4 days. And then also like the strength staff I work with, I work at Fairmont State University in West Virginia. We do like staff lifts. And basically it's the football lift. And Coach Adam Kohlberg, who's the head strength coach, wants us to do it. We should know what the athletes are feeling, which is awesome. And I'm like, dude, I guess I got to do it. So, dude, I'm training like my 4 days a week, and then 3. Sometimes it's twice a day, because I'll do the football lift. Oh. So, like, dude, I squatted and deadlifted today, and then tomorrow I know what the football lift is. It's searcher squats.
Oh man,
I will searcher squat tomorrow. But it's like, oh, and then like Friday, I'll deadlift, like sumo deadlift. Yeah. And none of them, I don't ever go wildly heavy. I don't ever send it. Like, and that's what I told them, like, I'm not ever going to send it, but I still do it enough to push. Mm-hmm. And so like, it'll always searchers and deadlifts. It's always over 4 or 5, which is like, you got to get a little pepper in you, but like never wild, but like, dude, it's feeling good right now. I'm like, it's like 4 weeks of doing this. So it's just make sure I'm eating a lot, make sure I'm sleeping good. But yeah, dude, so it's a lot. It's probably 7 training sessions a week. We have 4 regular and then that, but like 7 training sessions a week, but only on 4 days. So,
oh wow. My God.
You have your own program too. I saw on your page, the Simple Made Sexy. 12. It's a 12-week program.
Yeah, so I wrote it 3 days a week. If people wanted to add a 4th day, they can. And I'm going to make another one for 4 days. But yeah, dude, I just wanted to make something and put it out there and make it, it's like $50 isn't bad, or 49 isn't bad compared to, I know what some stuff is. Like, hey, like basically you get 3 months of programming, for $50. I was like, hey, go for it. And yeah, dude, it's like full body training the first day, and it's high frequency. Like I know it works because I've done this type of training, mm-hmm. and I've had other guys do it. I'm like, well, it works. Like I know I'm putting it out, and hey, I've been doing this for over 10 years now. And like, I believe like I walk the walk and I've done the right and wrong things. Like, and I'm learning every day. I'm like, hey, like from right now, like I know this works because it's so simple. You're not going to get hurt, like let's go for it. So it's like day one's like your main squat day and like second, and then like a secondary press day. Day two is your pull day, but obviously you want, it's 3 days a week, so you're resting in between those days. It's your main pull day, and then like another type of press day, with like maybe like the third press day, and then your last day of the week is your secondary squat day and main press day. So and it's just full body type training, man. It'd be like a squat and then a bench, and then you'd hit your low leg movement after that, and then like a couple upper body things, and then but it works, man. Like I said, I've done it, and I was like 3 days a week, like that's simple. Well, sometimes you put a 5 day a week out, and I'd rather put too little than put a ton out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I've got a couple. I've got a couple people buy it. Even if it's just one person buying it, like it's like, hey man, hopefully it helps them out. And like I'm not really the type of guy to be like, pay an extra $20 for hey, make a little extra money, you know and then just help some people. So yeah, dude, everybody that buys it, I'm reaching out to them, and I'm just like, dude, if you want to send me videos and I'll ride with you,
That's
and
awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah, dude, I'm not. Yeah, I keep it real simple, and maybe I got to be better with the business mindset. But yeah, it's fun. I've enjoyed putting it out there. So yeah, simple made sexy, man. When you just like Coach Bill does, man, you make the simple is sexy. When you step to it, it works.
Yeah.
It's always cool too, just putting that information out there. It's like, you have that experience and that knowledge of all your years of training. It's like you always want to help people. That's something I've done in the past. Is like, I'm like, I have people come by and work out. I have a garage gym, and it's like, all right, guys, I got this program. I wrote this up for us. Like we're all gonna hop on this. We're all gonna do this, and it's just super cool seeing everybody do that thing that you programmed. And when you see the results, once they stick with it, it's awesome.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. Nothing's better than that, dude. So, and seeing someone get better, and like, that's my sole why with the weight room, man. It's just making somebody believe in themselves more. Like, hey, like I proved to myself I can do something. So you're a better version of you, whether it's a 5-pound PR, 10-pound PR. You are the best version of yourself at that moment ever. So it's really cool.
I know you had mentioned you were doing you did a half marathon. I'm curious. I want to go back to that because being, primarily a strength guy, where did the half marathon idea come from?
Oh, dude, I don't know. I just started.
Just like I'm gonna run. Let's see.
Yeah, I started jogging one day. Probably just watched like a David Goggins video or something. And yeah, I was like, dude, like I'll go 1 minute off. It was just an extra way to do cardio because I was still kind of cutting weight. And yeah, man, I just 1 minute on, 1 minute off, and I was like, kind of cool, challenging. It's like, all right, I'm gonna try to run a mile without stopping. Okay, and then progressed pretty fast. A week, 2 weeks in, I'm like, let me try to run 3 miles without stopping. And it's not fast. None of them are 10-minute miles. Nothing, just a churn and burn. No headphones. Try to just live in my head. And then it was like 2 weeks later, my birthday was coming up, and my mom, she got me a little like Garmin watch. Like it's like, dude, let's go. So now I'm like having fun, like tracking, and then I popped on it. So I found a plan just literally online, and did it, and I was getting to about, hey, I ran 10 miles on my long run day. Half marathon. I signed up for it right when I moved to West Virginia. That's kind of like the boom, I'm here. And I did it, and I was like, all right, I can do another one, or I can, start training again. Like I was still training. Oh yeah. But like you can't serve two masters. So I was like, well, let me, hop on this. So, get my hip right. So hips still can be tweaked. Like I said, it's just imbalances, man.
Yeah.
And I really don't even know what it is of like exactly, but I think that's what's good. Like I said, it's been 2-ish years, and it's like good days and bad days, but it makes you learn.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, so felt good this weekend, man. Just picking deadlift right today. Squat hurt the most. Just getting in the hole, because like when you squat into the hole, your hips have to go into internal rotation. So, and internal rotation is kind of where I'm really tight. So, but you just learn that, man. And you, makes you a better coach, better lifter. So yeah, dude, I just found a plan online and went for it, and it was fun to kind of zone out and just, dude, I just like to challenge myself. Like, and right now I'm kind of like, there's days I'm like, God, I kind of want to go for a run, but I know, it will be, like, and I probably am being more extreme right now, but I'm like, I don't want to, beat up my knees or something right now, because my hip would get pretty tight off that running. Probably, one muscle's probably stronger than another, so, and I'm probably overcompensating with it. So it would just be like, let me just do this right now. And, maybe run another. To my lifelong goal, I do want to run a marathon one day. My mom, so she's going to do another one. And I think that stuff's cool. So I do want to run one day. So it was the squat 1,000 and then run a marathon. So,
wow.
I squatted 1,000 in a squat suit. So maybe, and I just got to do it raw now.
A lot of weight.
Yeah, I get into those spurts too sometimes where I want to go back to running. I used to do it a lot. I don't know. You just kind of just get that feeling like, man, I'm going to go on a run for a little bit.
Yeah, like summertime.
Yeah, and I always like the hybrid. I always look at the hybrid athlete guys that lift and run. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, Nick Bear's the man, dude.
Oh, yeah.
And it's cool, man. It's so simple. Put your shoes on, especially like I'm in West Virginia, like, which is probably very similar to kind of like a Michigan type look, like beautiful areas to run, and there's cool running clubs and stuff like that. It's fun. It's fun to get into, man. Like I said, I'm not going to be the guy that hates on things. Like I hate on CrossFit or I hate on this or that. It's like, nah, man, like it's all cool.
It's a way to challenge yourself.
Running's nice too. I like that feeling. It's a totally different feeling than lifting. It's like that zone out, like that runner's high, they call it, where you're going and you're just going. Like you're just not even, you're just going, man. And it's like, holy shit, I've been running for 4 miles.
Yeah, you zone out, dude. Like at first you are kind of like, ooh, my heart rate's high. Like I'll see it on my watch. And then all of a sudden you hit it where you just, you're in it. You're in the,
locked in.
Yeah. You're just in it. And you're riding the wave, and then you're like, boom, another mile down, boom, another mile down, boom, and so yeah, man, start chugging along. So I'm not a fast runner. I think my half marathon, I think I might have got under a 10-minute pace, but just churning and burning, man. It was awesome.
Yeah, it's all like we did a little 5K,
a couple 5Ks,
couple of them, but when we were younger. But it is funny, like I used to follow this little like Road to 10K app or something, and you'd run a little bit more every week. Like it would go up a little bit, and it's surprising how much you progress, like how easy it starts feeling. Because like at first you suck at it, and then it's like good.
Yeah, it's funny, man. It's like it's just you do it, and you're like, I could run another mile right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is. Your body's awesome. Your body adapts, bro. But the first time you run, it sucks because you're like, dude, I can't run half a mile of this, but run again tomorrow, and you're like, oh, I feel better. Then you run again. I think it's just staying consistent.
Yeah.
Just like with anything.
Yeah.
Right. And it feels good too. You can really, you feel healthy. Like when you're doing that, you're getting a good sweat from running, and then your lifting is going well and you're feeling strong. When you got both working at the same time, you're doing that cardio, right? You're seeing that progress, and then you're lifting. I don't know. You just feel good. Just your body overall.
Oh, dude. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, it's tough. It's tough to kind of balance. Balance it all. But, yeah, man. So, I can't really say I'm doing a lot of cardio right now. I'm doing a lot of sprint with the staff. The staff lifts Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So, like Monday's a sprint day. Tomorrow, no sprints. Tomorrow's power clean, searchers. But Friday, more sprints, so which I've been enjoying. I've really been enjoying the sprint. So we're just doing like a bunch of 10 yards and then a bunch of like 30-yard sprints, like build ups and lasers out and stuff. So yeah, dude, it's fun to keep track of that stuff.
I used to like doing 30 60s, 60 120s. I don't know if you guys ever do those. You just sprint all out, 30 seconds, walk for a minute, do that for like a week or so, then you up it. You'll sprint for a minute, walk for 2.
Yeah, dude, anything, just sprinting's fun, man. Sprinting, nothing recruits more motor units than sprinting. There's nothing you can, I don't know if I actually said that right. It's like there's nothing in the weight room that can replicate the velocity of what a sprint can. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Not a strength coach right here. Wow. But, But like sprinting is awesome, dude. Like I remember talking to the strength coach at Clemson. You know, he'd be like, "Sprinting gets you strong, man. Like you want to get stronger, go sprint. You know, it's just max outputs." So I love it, dude. I'm a sprint-based strength coach. And it all starts there, dude. With your fat, when you're fast, when you're fast, you're going to be better. So that's been honestly, that's a fun part of learning right now that I've been trying to kind of work my way through. Is just a lot being just a really sprint coach, which I'm not at all. You know, I'm just a learner, white belt mentality. But just like learning that, because like lifting, right? Like I got that. I feel good. Like obviously I don't got that. You never got that, but like I have a really good understanding of it. So it's the sprinting and stuff like that. That's where I'm like, I know that'll take me to the next level. So I've really been enjoying doing that in my workouts. And I'm seeing like some carryover, like in some explosive work. I mean, just this weekend with sandbags, of just like hips felt like lightning fast to be able to do. So, it carries over. That's for sure. Various stuff. I mean, Louis was doing jumps with his guys at Westside.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's something I think in these next couple months, we were talking about doing a cut next month, but I think I'm going to definitely start incorporating sprinting, running a little bit, you know, start light with it, mile here, you know, mile there, work my way up to 2 and so on. That's something I definitely want to start incorporating, you know, mixing that in with the lifting and just balancing them out, at least trying to as best as we can.
And I think it's just good too overall. Like I kind of just want to be able to have that like stamina kind of, and like it's just good for your overall, you know, cardiovascular health and everything.
Yeah, dude, it's fun, man. Dude, I forgot the guy. I follow him on Instagram. There's a guy that is a hybrid athlete that's like incredible. He deadlifts like 700 pounds. Dude, I forgot his name. But,
I think I know who you're talking about. He deadlifts a lot. I mean, he lifts a lot and then he runs a lot.
Yeah.
Is his name Marcus?
Yeah.
Marcus Hunt or something like that?
Yeah. That's him.
Yeah.
So he's an interesting guy that just structures things right. So yeah, dude, it's fun to do all that stuff, man. Don't put yourself in one bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that who it was? Did you look him up?
Yeah,
Marcus,
Marcus Hunt.
The guy looks like a bodybuilder. He runs. He's strong as hell.
Yeah. What not to like about that, dude?
Yeah.
Just well-rounded all the way around, man.
That's
I give those
something I've
guys
always
props,
been like interested in. Like it's just crazy that hybrid like athlete thing. Like with Nick Bears was crazy. Like I can't believe how strong he is and how much he runs.
But the running, to be able to run those miles and put up weight that he puts up, dude, it's insane.
Yeah, it's awesome, dude. It's something I'll definitely not lose. I mean, like, dude, I've got literally sitting right here. I got a BPN hat right here.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I've been keeping up with him for years.
Yeah, those guys are awesome, dude. Triathletes, they're incredible. I think just competing in general is awesome. You know, just finding something you're passionate about. Like one of my buddies, man, just became like a master chess player. Like he's like one of the best chess players in the world. Like I'm like, dude, that's so cool. He also power. So,
really?
Wow.
Yeah, which is even cooler. But like, yeah, dude, it's just, dude, that's awesome. You know, like just find something you love, go for it.
Yeah, definitely. It's, they're showing, and that's why I really like these hybrid athletes or anybody that's like doing their own thing and kind of performing at that high level, is they're demonstrating what we're capable of. They're demonstrating what the human body is capable of. And for these guys, these athletes, to be able to run like that, lift like that, do the things that they do, look the way they look. I mean, it's like, man, they're not asking you to do all that, but just know that you could fucking exceed in one of those and be perfectly fine. Like it's possible.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel like you got to have a lot of stuff dialed in.
Yeah.
Like you got to have that diet dialed in. You got to have the recovery dialed in, because if you're slacking in all those areas and you try doing all that, I mean, good luck.
Yeah, I mean, and just consistency. I mean, he's been doing it, it's like legit doing it for years. It's
right.
You love it, and you're down times and you're going to have times where the Instagram is dry, where you're not going to have time where you're super strong or, man, you just got to ride the wave. If you really love it, if you really love lifting weights or running, and it's just not just before that, like it's not just like you just enjoy going in there, then it won't be hard and you'll get better.
Right.
You know, now like I'm 70 pounds lighter now, 300 at my heaviest. Like I'm 230 now. Like, dude, I'm doing things I couldn't do at 300, you know, and squatting 850 right now, but I will, you know, but I'll tell you what, when I was 300, I couldn't pick up those 345 farmer sandals, you know? So it's, it's not because I'm like, oh, I'm so much stronger. It's just because I've chipped away and hey, something grew and, you know, I got better here and there. So, but yeah, it's just slowly chipping away at the stone every single day.
Yeah. How long did it take you? Like, would you say when you first started lifting, were you like naturally stronger? Or was it something like you kind of like it took some time, you know, to really? Because I know there's always they always make the joke. There's like these people that are corn fed. You're just naturally strong. You know, you just put up some weight.
Yeah, dude. I think I was naturally strong, but not like freaky. You know, like dude, I remember guys lifting just as much as me. I think I just stuck with it. So people would say like, "Oh, you're freaky," you know, like, but it's kind of like, man, I've just lifted weights consistently for years, and you know, and there's things that aren't like, you know, that I've neglected that need to go up and get higher that, you know, if I was truly freaky, then I wouldn't have to. They would just be going up. So, but yeah, man, I think naturally I was stronger. I remember like in football, they would do like push-up tests. Like I would always like be at the top. And, like, you know, top 3 or something. But, yeah, dude, I think just work ethic. I mean, when I was younger, like I remember like in middle school, I would like when we'd all go to bed, you know, we'd all go to bed at the same time, me, mom, my sister. I would sneak in the bathroom and act like I was going to the bathroom, but I would just do push-ups in there. And I remember 300 push-ups every single day, all through like 6th and 7th grade. And mom would always be like, just go to bed. We'll get them in later. And I'd be at like 210 or something. They're like, no way. And I'd go,
I'm so close.
Or quietly do them, you know, and she'd be like, Duncan, I hear you, you know. So, yeah, man, I think I've always had a good work ethic. And then there's times where you not lose it, but there's times where you get lazy, you know. So I've definitely had those times. So, yeah, man, I think just slowly churning away because you love it.
Did you start training? Was it for sports? Was it for football?
Yeah. My mom would go to the gym and I would go with her, and she would like go in like the women, like there was like a women's room, and I would go in there and just do all the machines, you know, not what I was doing, just playing around. And then I was young, 5th grade, and then we just kind of got into it. And I was like, oh, this is fun. I enjoyed lifting weights more into sports. And then it was like sports doing it, I guess. But like, no, it was really just for me. I mean, I didn't lift with anybody except for my mom until high school. So yes, you know, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, you know, I just lifted because I liked it. So I was strong. I definitely, now that I look back, I was strong, but I was just, dude, I was probably doing what you shouldn't do, like maxing out and just going for it. So I remember like 7th grade, I think I benched 170. Wow. And I was just max. I remember just bouncing it off my chest, and guys in the gym telling my mom, like, you shouldn't let him do this. And she's just this poor single mom, like, that's, you know, working 2 jobs. Like, this is just her 1 hour she gets in the day to exercise. She's just like, oh, okay. You know, like, you know, and he over there like, bah, bah. Go for it. But yeah, dude, I'll never forget first time I ever squatted was with her, and I put a pad on the bar. Oh. She didn't know any better. You know, she's like, yeah, I guess you just put it on there. And she was squatting with me. So first time I ever benched, she did like the plyo boxes or whatever. She just laid me down on it and handed me this like bar. Yeah. This like bar, or I don't forget what it was, but and just she's like, that's how you bench press. But I remember I always did shoulder press because it was so easy, and I would see the world's strongest man do it on TV. So for a long time, dude, I had like a really good push press.
Did you?
Right. Dude, I was push pressing like dang near 315, like out of high school.
Oh my gosh.
I had a good push press, bro. I loved push pressing. So I've kind of got away from it, but I know it'll come back. So I did a 365 axle press And I've done a 365 log. So, but like I said, losing weight, I've been away from it. Right now, I'm just doing a ton of strict pressing. So I'd love to get back to that. But yeah, dude, I'll shoulder press. And then squat started getting good when I learned how to. When I like legit learned how to do it, which was in high school. That's when I started getting good at it. But and deadlift's been weak, and I really have never trained deadlift wildly hard. I deadlift bad, but it was the lift. I never trained hard, and so right now, and I got good at it. I started getting better. Pull. I think my best pull right now with straps is 730. But it could be better if I trained it harder. So right now, that's my biggest thing I'm training right now is my deadlift, because I'm like, dude, there's no reason. So especially if I'm competing in strongman, it's like, ooh, that's a big old
right
thing in strongman. So yeah, man. So that's one of those things. Deadlift, I've lagged for many years. I've been like, why? Is it my leverages? No, it's because you probably bull crap the training.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Those humble beginnings of training. We all have those. We look back and seeing the beginning days. And that's why I like recording stuff too.
Yeah.
I look back at old videos. Yeah, I'm like, what was I doing?
Me and you both, man. We both got like these videos from us in like high school, early high school, doing the like horrible form. This horrible form on deadlifts and squats and whatever. Just, but you learn from that. That's what's awesome about it.
Yeah.
You look back and you learn from it.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah, I remember looking back. There's like a video of me doing deadlifts. I think it was maybe my sophomore year of high school. My back's super rounded.
Oh,
yeah. Like, holy shit. And then I'm like, look how strong, 315.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, man. Like, dude, I remember that. Like, I'm training kids right now. So I'm training like, I have like some youth kids that I train, like some football kids. I train all through the week, like volleyball girls. So like, ranging from, I have a 12 group, a 13, a 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 group. So all kinds of groups. Like today I had a 15s and an 18 group. So, their age, and teaching them how to squat now, it's just like, this is cool, man. Like I remember when I was like being taught, and like, I'll always be like, hey, who's your first time squatting day? And they raise their hand, and I'm like, dude, I get to be the first person. I get to be the person that taught them. So, and you want to talk about like, sometimes it's bad. Right.
Oh boy.
Stop them. So, definitely I would have hated me as a trainer, as a coach right now, because I'll slow you down and just rather use technique, like be beautiful. Me at that age, no way, dude. No way. I was going to send it every single day. And right now I'm lifting a little gingerly, especially with the main lifts, like squat, because I'm like, okay, like I want to be healthy, but the moment it starts feeling good, I'll probably get back into that wilder mindset of like, I feel good, let's roll. So
it's like you got that hidden persona in there, he's just waiting to come out.
Like I said, I got to do it this weekend, which is awesome. So hopefully for this strongman meet, it'll go pretty solid. Get into that. So train maybe on like Saturdays, get some good event training in.
Yeah. When did the strongmen start, coming around? When did you start thinking about that?
I did collegiate nationals in 2019. So I did collegiate nationals in 2019 for powerlifting. And Sunday, when I got back, I said, you know what? I'm going to do a strongman competition. I'm going to do a strongman competition. So we get back on Sunday, and and I signed up for a competition that following weekend. And one of the things is the action prep. And we get literally 5 days of preparation. I go to the competition, just being cocky, thinking it's going to be fun, and I tear my ACL first thing. And like, that was awesome. I'm going to do this again. So a couple years go by, some more powerlifting meets, this and that. And I did another one about 2 years ago. Did South Carolina Strongest, which is a big one. And I went there, got humbled again, and I remember the Husafell stone. It was shaped like the state of South Carolina, which is a really like little like state. And dude, I remember I couldn't pick it up. I zeroed the event, but I still ended up getting like fourth place, because like all the other events I did really good. I'm like, holy crap, if I would have made top 3, like that would have been great. So I've just always been infatuated by it. I always loved the World's Strongest Man. You see it on TV, and then when YouTube started getting popular, watching it on YouTube, and it's just fun. And I like, as a strength coach, I like the athletic component. So like right now, like doing the farmers was fun. Sandbag throws are fun. I've been naturally kind of explosive. Mm-hmm. So naturally can kind of jump decently high, sprint decently fast. So not like explosive, like, well, I sprint this, but like, enough to be like, he's not low. So, but yeah, dude, I've done 2 strongman competitions. So this will be my 3rd. And then I think I'm probably just going to go on a roll with it. Like I talked to a guy, he's like, I'm going to do like 3 or 4 this year. I was like, well, all right, here we go. I'll do it. That's kind of me, like obviously this time I'm going to prepare, like the other one, instead of just signing up and going, like I'll do the events. But at the end of the day, it's just like a training session. It's not really like a powerlifting meet where it's like, you got to peak.
Yeah.
You can do the training weights, like just go and do it, like, like at the end of the day, go for it. So yeah, the strong, I've always loved it all.
That's the thing. We always mention it too with lift. I mean, there's just so many different avenues, so many different things you can get better at, and training styles, and keeps things exciting. Really, you can never just come to a standstill. There's always something else you can do.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So yeah, it's I'm excited to hop on this kind of train and keep going. So especially in a lighter, like the 105 kilo division, 231, I think got a chance at being pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, we're definitely gonna stay tuned and see what evolves from there, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Heck yeah, man.
Well, Duncan, thanks, man. Thanks for coming on the show. Before we end the show, is there anything you'd like to say, like anything you'd like to put out there?
I'll tie it into, did Coach Bill talk about a BHAG?
I don't think so.
All right, so I'll tell you it, because I've talked about Coach Bill a lot, and then this is something I talked about, and I just spoke at a conference. So as lifters, as people in general, like you should have goals, but you should have a BHAG. He brought me into Coach Bill brought me into his office about 2 weeks in when I was at Liberty. He said, Duncan, what's your BHAG? I was like, what does that mean? He goes, well, when I first became a strength coach at Liberty, the president told me that you need to have a big, hairy, audacious goal, a BHAG, a goal so big that you can't do it by yourself. You have to have help from God. You have to have help from other people. It has to be a team thing, and it's going to fail a lot, but you have to stick in it with the journey, because you learn more from the journey than you do from the destination. So it's not about the mountaintop at all. So it's about the path up to it. You're not going to remember when you're at the top of the mountain. You're not really going to remember that. You're going to remember the little like flowers you see along the way, the people you see, or that dog that you pass. You're remembering the journey. So talk about this, like you need to have a BHAG. So big, hairy, audacious goal. So y'all's BHAG, this podcast, man. I know me and Ethan talked. Get some like big timers on here, man. Why not? What's a BHAG? You guys want to open up a gym? Hey, do that. Like my big hag. Why my BHAG? Why can't I? I've been thinking a lot lately. Like I'd love to open up a gym. Because I've really enjoyed. I've been at the collegiate sector. I've trained NFL athletes. And I'm just 26. I've trained top college. I'm training like second graders. At some time, like, dude, I'd love to just have a gym where I can get them all in. So maybe that's my BHAG. Maybe my BHAG now is, hey, be a pro strongman. Maybe go and squat this at this weight, and I'm gonna fail. Like, hey, I might tear my ACL again. Hopefully not. But like,
yeah.
It all ties into Coach Bill. When Coach Bill broke that all-time bench record, he didn't make a successful bench for a whole year. He had bombed out for a whole year. I know he was having some outside life troubles, things like that. It was just, everything was telling him like, dude, I guess this is never going to happen. And literally on the last attempt of his last meet, he had already said this is his last meet. He had promised his wife. He had told all of us as training partners. He made the attempt because he had faith, and it was a goal that he never gave up on from the moment he was pretty much fired at Liberty, from till the moment he was there with his last attempt, where, why would you believe you've missed this attempt multiple times? He's having seizures on the bench press. Jeez. Dude, like, Like, why would you believe he never lost it? And it's because he enjoyed the journey. So BHAG, big, hairy, audacious goal. Go so big, can't do it alone. You're going to fail. But through the failure, you'll find the success. Just do not give it up. So that's my words of wisdom.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thank you so
we
much.
Appreciate
That's amazing.
That. You know, we love your content. Super, super humble guy. You know, we could see you love training, man. And you kind of give that example, just have fun with it. That's what I love, man. I love that. Just seeing people, you know, just, hey, have fun with it.
Yeah, you got to have fun with it, man. If you're not having fun, don't do it.
Okay, super cool conversation with Duncan. You know, we got to learn a little bit about his backstory, some of his strength training, some of the different things he's done, getting into doing a half marathon, right?
Yeah.
Being a guy that primarily trains in strength. He just recently started doing some strongman, but he also did a half marathon not too long ago and said one day he'd like to do a marathon.
Yeah, it's just that enjoyment and all those kind of like challenging yourself and everything. So
Super humble guy, cool to talk to. And Duncan's episode is going to be, what's 9 plus 10?
21.
Episode 21 of Blacksheep Barbell Podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, guys, for watching, though. Devin.
No.
Let me just try it once.
You try it every episode. You try it every single episode. They don't work. No.
Dude, it's back. It's stronger than ever.
It's not back.
All right.
There's no way it's back.
Kenny said that one worked. Our assistant, Kenny. He's actually not here today because we fired him. But
all right.
a little bit?
If you get really close to that one.
Let's see.
But it's still not.
It's not enough. It's like got to be right when you open it.
Squeeze the bottle.
I mean, I know it's something. But all right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. And Duncan, once again, great talking to you. We hope to see you at Summer Strong. If you can't make it, then we'll see you at the next one. But we're going to go to Summer Strong this year. So we're excited and hopefully have a video for you guys too. So
12-hour drive?
Or a 2-hour flight.
12-hour drive.
Maybe. All right. Thanks, guys, for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Peace out.